So what do expert witnesses do? First question, what is an expert witness? An expert witness in a personal injury lawsuit is usually a professional who has a specialized knowledge on a particular issue that will be important to develop and present a claim to a jury. Most common expert witnesses in a personal injury lawsuit include medical experts. So for example, if you suffered serious spinal injuries, herniated discs, if you needed to have some type of surgery such as a discectomy, a laminectomy, a foraminotomy, a spinal fusion, either with or without instrumentation, or an arthroplasty, an artificial disc replacement, the expert witness that would usually explain those types of injuries to a jury would be either a board-certified neurosurgeon or a board-certified orthopedic surgeon who specializes in spines. If a person suffers a shoulder or a knee or a wrist, ankle, some other type of what we call extremity injury, then the type of expert would be a board-certified orthopedic surgeon who specializes in extremity injuries. Same thing with cognitive issues. If a person has a traumatic brain injury or concussion or positive findings on a brain MRI or CT scan, the type of expert would usually be either a neurologist or a neuropsychologist. Now, plenty of other types of experts that we use in our cases. If a person is unable to return to work because their injuries are so severe, then we will retain what's called a vocational rehabilitation expert, someone who talks about what work this person can no longer do, what type of work they may be able to do if they change careers, as well as how much money they'll lose in the process. Another type of expert is an economist. An economist is able to explain to the jury how much a client is projected to lose in income over the course of a lifetime. Or an economist is able to explain to a jury someone's ongoing medical expenses. If a person is going to require medical care for the rest of his or her life, it's important to know what care it's going to be, how much that's going to cost, and then an economist can reduce it to what's known as a present day value for the jury. So the jury understands how much they need to award right now to properly take care of this person for the rest of his or her life. Another very common type of expert we retain in certain cases is an accident reconstructionist. An accident reconstructionist comes to the scene of usually a motor vehicle crash, inspects the scene, speaks with witnesses, studies the police reports, takes measurements, skid marks, looks at the property damage, does a whole bunch of crazy mathematical calculations that I don't pretend to fully understand, but they're very smart engineers who put all this together, and then they're able to determine the rate of speed the vehicles were traveling at the time of the impact, the angle of the impact, the amount of force that was transferred through the impact. All of that's extremely important to our cases so that we can demonstrate not only how severe the crash was, but also prove that the injuries our clients sustained are very likely to have been caused by this crash. Accident reconstructionists can also give expert opinions on the issue of liability. In a disputed liability crash, accident reconstructionists can help explain to the jury who was actually at fault for the crash. So those are just some of the common types of experts we retain in our cases for clients. There are certainly other types of experts depending on the unique nature of cases. If you have a trucking claim, we'll want to get a trucking expert. If you have another type of claim, we may need to get another type of expert. So we have hired, goodness, I can't even count how many different types of experts over the years, but they're important to fully develop your claim so we can get top dollar for you. If you have questions about expert witnesses or anything else, feel free to chat with us through our website at trialpro.com or call us anytime, day or night at 1-800-TRIALPRO.